Yeah, but it is Aster playing the OD in the safe lane, so they did kind of in the end do what I was talking about, where because they've got the Shadow Shaman, they've opened themselves up to not. I hope I can reconnect back in. I think that would immediately, that would immediately. And take advantage of it. So we'll see how it works out. We'll see if this OD ends up being the truth against Troll Warlord. This hero has a monstrous win rate in the current patch, at least in professional games, and especially in this qualifier. We will see if they have the answer here. I'm always interested to see what Shadow Shaman players start with. There was the meta for a little bit where you started with Tango Mango, you just got your boots as fast as possible, but you know, you can't get side shot boots anymore. So it looks like he's just gonna go kind of max regen, trade it out a whole bunch right from the start. Curious to see how this side lane OD goes. I don't know if he saw any of this. Nope. Newbee just heading down here, you get the aggressive outpost capture to start off the game.
30 seconds.
Alright, Wizard chops his way in and quickly grabs. Does this even really matter that much? I guess it's worth it to like remove a little bit of vision from the enemy team, and you can quickly see up onto the enemy high ground if anyone happens to just be standing there. Doesn't really seem like a huge deal. Gonna be a 2-2 bounty split. Faith is gonna come and check this spot, see if there's an observer ward over here. Realizes that there is not. I still really love that counterplay that Chion had against the Chuan. I feel like I've been changing it every single time I say it, but Chuan coming in here and then preventing from working, that was really cool. A Dota 2 vision nerd. Everybody's got their own thing that they love about this game. It's the best thing about it. Okay, so they've actually TP'd Fade bottom. They're choosing to put the Enchantress top instead, I guess feeling like the Enchantress can put a bit more pressure on the Troll Warlord, and not as much risk of dying. Just a lot of hits being traded back and forth. We've got a 74 damage support. This is the 59 damage support. Mid lane going. Yeah, like you're already taking a ton of damage. Looks like probably popped a stun and maybe with some creeps hitting as well. Not very fun. Faith laying in with the frostbox. Probably the biggest reason that we're just seeing live at the moment. So much emphasis on laning, and Blast is such an excellent nuke along with cross shield in the laning stage. Come on. Can't miss these kills. How much regen did they bring? Okay, they don't actually have a ton of regen between Faith and Newbee. Definitely gonna have to get some fairy out. It's just a Wraithbane coming so far. Forced to jump himself away. Cannot really man fight the Shadow Shaman. His Fate is gonna try for a little stack here, and I don't know if he was intentionally blocking this. It's already being blocked by the Dire, so it just seems like neither team wants the big camp available at all. Faith's just gonna go for a quick pull here as he takes rest, has a sip on a clarity. Newbee left to his own devices, and across the board, CS going quite well for Newbee here.
Denied.
Oh, both of those, yes. Right as I was saying that everyone was doing well, that's when I look at the one lane and Aster fix it. They're starting to run low on regen up here. Is there more coming? There's some angles on this courier, but they can't get into the lane. Baboka is camping it out, and there's also some more regen on the Trolls courier, but gotta get these delivered. Okay, so Faith runs it back. Baboka is trying to snipe this one, but also without being too obvious about the fact that he's got a ward here. Oh, and actually, good little D-ward from Faith. Block out the big camp. At least stem to hide somewhat on Baboka grabbing these creeps. Anything useful over here? Is a centaur, another centaur. Not the best, would love to find a Saturn or something, but gotta take what you can get. Mid lane stabilizing somewhat, putting the points up in the refraction. AQ just going for 1 point of life storm. I think this is his standard build. Let's get a fair few points up in the edict early on. I think he may have actually even maxed stun in one of the earlier games, so we'll see what he goes for here. Bottom lane is just a slap fight. There's nothing else happening down here. Aggressive jump in though, now with the immediate purification. Some decent damage. Everybody in all of these lanes kind of starting to get a bit low on regen. Boogie did get those tangos delivered, but he's already chewed through most of them. Faith at least still has this saddle, but his tango is also gone. Going on Triple C, can they bring him down? He does get the imprisonment out, but YC wants to finish this kill. There's the shackle. Triple C does not have any HP regen left other than this piddly ring of regen sitting in the inventory. He's just waiting for Fade to finish this man fight so he can give him a salve. Pops the fairy fire in the interim. Oh, it's so low. Oh, Fade salves himself. All right. SWC is just gonna have to rely on the ring of regen. That is a position 4 player if I've ever seen it. I guess Fade wanted to salve so that he could go fight for these bounty runes. I don't think he's gonna get it though. Nope. YT grabs it. And Wizard's also here. Fade gets back for the TP out. Looks like he will be okay. Well, they're not gonna get either of these bottom bounties. Who got the top one? Baboka looks like he's gonna get both. Aster not losing out too much overall. Triple C, is he burying some? It's coming out a little bit late. He wanted to wait to get a full null and get a salve delivered. Regen's actually done some work for him. What's the build for support puck? Just getting some more points up in the waning rift early on. I guess it's definitely not to have when you've got this combo of the waning rift forward into the purification. See? Oh no, his courier! At least he got the items delivered, but courier down. Faith rotating through mid, looking for a little D-ward or looking a bit D-tracking. They are trying to go on this TA. Do they have to block down? There's some chains. YC also coming in. Baboka, all he can do is try some imps. John has Sal, pops it now. Yeah, that was not enough damage to find the kill. Puck in some danger. One touch away, also has a salve of his own. Baboka now forced to retreat. Lots of trading, but still no first blood yet. Bit of a random, unexpected rotation from Faith. Probably caught Chuan unawares. Did not expect Lich to just walk up and Sinister gaze him, but there you go. Sometimes it just happens. So, and again, this is what I was talking about. Warlord does not need that much health once he gets his initial couple of items going. Really able to apply a lot of pressure. Success is manning up and just sort of trading. Got for a lot of armor to start here with the buck and the chain mob. But Mugi is still building up the damage, and it looks like he is going to overall win this trade, forcing him back out of the lane. Is there, Fade's coming forward, but can't really do a whole lot of damage to Wizard. Baboka is actually just jungling for now. Okay. I think he also did this yesterday in one of their matches with the Enchantress. He pressured the safe lane for a bit and then decided to start getting a little bit more efficiency out of the jungle. I'm not sure if it's the best that he's farming this camp, because I do think that's a camp TA wants access to, but he's deeper in the jungle now, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. vision, a bit sparse for Aster, but they've at least got a good ward over here. I don't know if they really need a ward that all covers the room, given that they've got TA. Wizard pretty far forward, but there are some heroes that are backing him up, and the Shrek also rotating. This is a very aggressive move towards the bottom of the map. Aster, are they going to respond to the keys? Wizard still providing the vision. They get the slowdown on Boca, but they've already taken quite a lot of damage. I mean, it's not looking that healthy, and Aster ready to fight back. Looks like it could just be an unsuccessful rotation, and AKTV's back mid, but it is the Templar Assassin who grabs the regen. I don't think it was a great loss. He maybe missed a creep or two mid, and he did take the bottom creep wave, but does go to show that Newbee are looking to get aggressive early. I guess that's part of what their concept is with this flash track pick. It's just really taking early towers and a lot of pressure. Double fade. And right back in. Looks like this is gonna be our blood. Imprisonment is not there in time for the save. Not a whole lot that he can do other than just throw out that imprisonment.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There you go. It does work out that this Lich is rotating around. Just has some boots at one point in Sinister Gaze. That's all that you need. Do we have phase boots on this troll? Just yet? No, they're probably on the courier right this second. TA is rotating top, trying to mimic the left track a little bit perhaps, but I think may have just barely been scouted by this ward. It's actually kind of cool. Never mind. Phase is actually up here. Shackle. Mugi does not have battle trance. Just gonna try for the TP, and he gets it. This Whirling Axe is doing wonders for him, and no point. Actually, the Hex was already used from Fade. So I guess he has to start, followed up with Shackles, and then just not have the damage. And with that, Newbee gonna go for a quick lane swap. Difficult for Troll to get back anywhere. Actually, just edicting down this tower, and Aster not really able to stop him from doing that. Still in there. Boca and Fade, what can they do? They do have the TA traps. This Nova is getting good damage to Fade, but TA is going to come in and end to this. And now they look towards Faith. Running forward, does have another Hex in a couple of seconds. And they lose that Curry. Faith, one more touch, needs to dive, not going to happen. Double kill for Chuan. At the same time, both teams did manage to grab an outpost. So experience both ways. And Puck's Silence getting run down at top. Does manage to success his ultimate. See what creates out. That was, I mean, a lot of damage on that mid-room tower. Should be relatively easy for AQ to get it after that, but also losing his life pretty expensive, and that double kill can catapult TA to the #1 spot on the net worth. Handle on sides, that stuff, and Newbee just be committing pretty hard for this tower. Just bring it down in the end. Lesh, pretty greedy, is gonna go for the bits of travel first. Definitely a very nice farming item. We'll keep him on the map a whole lot. Able to shove out the lanes. That is one feature of their lineup. Aster are not amazingly well equipped to do. This just Lesh constantly shoving lanes. Constantly shoving lanes, and even the Omni-Knight to an extent, able to have pretty aggressively matched. Everyone's getting deployed just to try and find the kill on the Light Trap. Fate's trapped him in. Can Wizard keep him alive? Does not have the Guardian Angel. AQ finally manages to chop his way out, but that puts an end to him, and Chuan also finds Faith in the river. Is the Lich blow.
Is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He is putting some damage onto this bottom tier 1 tower, but that should be that little bit quicker. But they're catapult in position, and Wizard is kind of hanging around here as if he wants to maybe do something, but I guess he's just waiting for the creep wave. And AQ, I don't know. Where does he think the best farm is? Yeah, he's just gonna go mid. There's already a core top, there's a core bottom. Might as well just go and keep farming up. There isn't really any obvious play to be made on the map. But Boca with a 3-3-0-0 build. This new Enchantress has some weird and wonderful builds, to be sure. Guys are just going for a fast flag. He's going for a Hurricane Pike. It's a Dream Coil on Boca, just snaps it immediately. Looks like they're just gonna get auto attack down here. Worth teaming up. Boca with stick charges, X success. Over with the shield. That might be enough to save him. We need one more auto attack from YC. That's gonna do it. No one else coming to help. X best, so he's just gonna have to run for it now. And AQ running in deep, trying to back up his Troll Warlord. Two-man stun, but SCCC is still pursuing, and it's only 3 seconds to go for another imprisonment. Wizard is here now. Moogie just gonna man up. AQ running in. That's that pulse into the pitch going out, and Empire Assassin gets netted up. And they do enough damage. They're fighting up this high ground. Why is he? It's a 1-for-1 so far. A core piece, Newbee, everyone in position. XXS doesn't have his ultimate, and Bait's still slowing him down. The Sinister Gaze is available. SCCC's already used his ulti, so all he can do is throw out these little imprisonments now and again. That locks down AQ. Fade's looking for his angle. He does have the master rewards if he finds some kind of a target, but just a bit difficult to find the lockdown on these heroes. That will be the end of that one. Favoring, definitely favoring to be 5 numbers, though that was including the Enchantress kill, which happened all the way over here and wasn't really part of that fight. But lots of poking, lots of prodding. Pretty even game so far. Maybe a little bit Newbee favored. This TA is still going to be a bit of a problem. Just had the death load picked up already. Roshan control going to be so important for both teams this game, especially when we've got, wow, the win probability is actually being, no, it happened. No, I missed the kill. Fade dying to Moogie at bottom. What even happened? You just got run at, and that was it. Got the hex off, and that was all she wrote. He was just down here trying to push the wave. I guess Ball just snuck up on him. Didn't even need to use battle trance or anything. Just trust him. Yeah, he just wanted that creep over to get his arcane boost going. Oh, missed that CS. With the range creep. Oh, the glyph! The dream core fade not again! Just one of the arcanes, he's so close! Oh my god, Newbee are being absolutely brutal. Aster's still trying to pressure top, but we haven't had a Mass Serpent Ward deployed on a tower. And he's still able to hold on to this mid-tier one very successfully. Battle Trance gonna get popped. We're just getting chained. Net. Easy kill.
Adhere to the impurities.
And yes, Aster just don't feel like they have any plays to make. If Adam just wants to finish his item, Odie just kind of wanted to finish his item. At least he's got the point in Arcane. He can kind of do a little bit more fights. And TA also just wants to finish items. So the supports are somewhat left to just twiddle their thumbs and take whatever bits of, whatever scraps of farm are available on the map. Puck just going for 4-step, and I had him to have against the Shadow Shaman. Get people out of harm's way. Oh, and another shell. Imagine he just uses the grove bar. People's gift is pretty good though. What's Odie got? It's showing the faded brooch. Oh, and a smoke up from Newbee. They've got this diffusal blade on Moogie that they really want to make use of. They don't know about this double damage. Shouldn't really need it. They're smoking to their vision. Over on the top side, looks like they want to pick off maybe into the tier 1 tower. They immediately run into the Templar Assassin. Just a bit of good luck for them. Perhaps TA able to get the refraction up again, but netted down by Moogie, and not enough that Aster could do to turn this one around. AQ even looking for additional kill, but it'll just be the TA, and then back to the tower. Just didn't even find time to zap the wave before we forced the TP out. Aster's vision just very defensive. Got some really nice deep wards from Newbee. Should be able to see all the rotations from Aster, find themselves a little bit of an opportunity. At least the TA has Blink. She is kind of combat ready, but also not the easiest to start fights if you're Aster. Especially with Shadow Shaman not having the best game, is to get to that level 15, needs to get his 8th lens, and then have a bit of catch to work. Then they're also realized that there was vision here that Newbee were ganking to, so that ward is going to get dealt with, but Newbee just missing this little bit of a lead, and I'm shocked that the Dota buff win probability has so heavily Dota buff to the plus. Re-advertising Dota buff there. That win probability has been favoring them so much this entire time. But I know they're ahead, but are they that ahead, or is Troll Warlord just that good of a hero and Aster's draft is weird with OD and TA on the same team?
Dire are
Trying to do the same kind of thing that Newbee just did. They've got a timing on a hero, so they're looking for a gank, but nobody's really down here. I think they were hoping to find the puck, perhaps. But Newbee are also on the warpath. They're heading down here. They see a whole lot. They got vision on a couple of heroes. The smoke is still active. They now break the smoke on Troll Warlord. Spot the Abaddon, not best target. They yield him first. Looking to pop his ultimate quickly. Aster proceed with the defensive Astral. They are going to throw out the GA quickly and just focus on these backlines. Boboka and Faye putting themselves online for the team, thinking that they could take this team fight. All 5 of Newbee just running at them, and then they spot the Templar Assassin. X-That's able to get him out of harm's way after that Dream Coil snap, but we just gonna farm up these Serpent Wards and might even spend a little bit longer to make some use of the edicts. Because can get popped to defend it, but as you can see, Templar Assassin not really thinking that they have any kind of chance to fight. And We'll see similarly just retreating back.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Kind of makes you wonder if the OD was maybe a little bit of a bait. I only think Triple C is going to need another item or so to really start to get some work done in these fights, but Newbee just running at them is relentless. Okay, once he gets spotted, he is in his moves here. Faith and AQ coming from the opposite angle. Triple C, what can he do? He's looking for some stacks. They will get the locks onto the OD. Can they keep him alive? No. XXF also got silenced. Did get some heals out. Now with the Astral imprisonment, Triple C will be able to pop the ulti. Boogie next on the chopping block, but does already have the battle trance running. He's healing up way too much. Wizard's dead. Fion putting in the damage now. YC wants to finish this XXS kill. Moogie still surviving a little bit longer, but Aster have found the fight that they were looking for. They've managed to take down 4. Very clutch saves from XXS. Lets OD get a decent amount of damage done, and then all of the spells used, he able to come in and finish the job. Unfortunately, Enchantress normally really good at tanking Roshan, and also with this build from Boboka, but Aster's still trying to force this one out. Fade just making sure to scout things, not gonna let YC here easily go for any kind of a steal. Yeah, he's gonna himself away, and then this may be the age. It's so decisive. I wish I could use the to. So what happened in that fight? Like Newbee all kind of tried to collapse on the OD, and then they got dragged in a little bit too far, and as they were focusing OD, TA started nibbling at everybody around the edge, and OD still managed to do like a good 2k damage just by putting his ultimate off. Very nice.
Dire structures are fortified.
Jinko used, but just gonna pipe away and we'll be absolutely fine. I don't know what Newbee were hoping to get there. I think even if the coil lasts, do they have enough damage? With coil used, there is going to be an immediate smoke. Looks like this was scouted by Newbee Ward, but AQ still sticking around, being a little bit greedy. And okay, smoke breaks are gonna realize what's going on, and yeah, AQ. This is a total kill. Absolutely no way for him to pull it out of this one. Mules at second. He pings that they have vision, and they did know that he was down here. It didn't actually specifically see where he was. It was just that it may have been a wave too far. Though they smoked that direction because they probably saw him on this ward, so. He does have the right idea. He's dead for 30 seconds, but his team is still going for this tier 1 tower. Fade, looking for the catch, just charging. They're gonna force staff him. Get the Hex now into the Troll, and a really nice set of Serpent Wards. Wrapping the Troll Warlord in here. The rest of Newbee just trying to help him out. save the carry as they head opposite direction. They will immediately pop the TA. A nice Dream Coil plus the Chain Frost doing good damage. OD trying to find an opportunity, but just can't lay down the auto attacks. Now he's going to be the one halberded. Moogie still fight. He gets off another whirling axes. What can the Templar Assassin actually do? That's life number 1, and SCCC is still just not really in this fight. Link away from the Templar Assassin, but it's not going to take her far enough, and Troll Warlord easily puts it into her. Looking to catch a bit more, as now the Enchantress will be the next target. They fought in, and the Leshrac was just able to TP straight to the fight with his boots of travel. Way too aggressive going on the Troll with the Halberd and the Heavenly Great. It's used all of their lockdown, used the massive boards, and this Halberd pickup is actually, I think, going to be backbreaking for Aster. Both their OD and the TA just have their game absolutely destroyed by Halberd. And that's not to mention the whirling axes on top. I think this is actually a really heads up item selection from Newbee. It does feel a bit weird, given that you already have a 60% blind, but I don't think it's going to be complaining about the disarm. And it is going to make you very tanky with the status resistance plus Heavenly Grace on top of it. No real chance that Aster can just jump in and burst them. Alright. And they've got this bottom outpost, so they just immediately swap sides of the map and continue farming. Still very close on the network win probability. Wow, that one fight swung the win probability pretty much all the way back to 50-50. But still has not really left the Newbee side this entire time. But Boca has just picked up a 4-staff. As we've seen, he does have that 4-staff zone as well. We'll see what can he do. He has just gone straight for the Kaya. Really relying on that big Sanity's clips to do the job of this game. And Newbee back up into an immediate smoke. They back up to their sentry as well, just to make sure the smoke is going to go the way they want. And now they sweep across the map, hoping to find something. Build themselves on the creep wave. They're heading up onto this high ground. YC ready with the Dream Coil. If they happen to spot anything, they do see a Fade. Not the best target. The smoke's been broken, so they're aware of what's going on. And they do also see the Templar Assassin. She's got the BKB. They're just going to go for the blink and look for the TP away. Fade, it looks like he's also managed to escape. And Aster do manage to dodge that gank. And maybe now look for a little bit of a counterplay themselves. TA is just going straight into Nullifier. Okay. Cool. Got Bloodstone on the Lesh, so AQ now feeling a little bit tankier. Does have his 15 strength as well. What did Omni Knight get? Omni Knight just went for the Vlads. Yeah, just kind of amassing as much armor and whatnot as he can. Just buff up his Troll, buff up his Lesh. Let that do the heavy lifting. And this support puck is actually trucking towards the towards this Agony Center.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's not impossible for Aster to deal with, but still going to be very annoying, especially with all the AoE Leshrac damage and the Chain Frost bouncing around. We've now got the Basher picked up, the Warlord. I was wondering, Moogie had the Scotty ahead of the Basher in his quick five, but the Basher just seems so good. He can just gun it for TA in every fight and really make her life a living hell. Ooh, telescope. What do we have on the Craggy? That's pretty nice. Titan's Liver that nobody's using. And we got Quickening Charm on Vadden. Oh, found their target. I don't even know if they needed the Mass Serpent was there, but they just wanted to make 100% sure of the kill. Newbee were nearby, but not close enough. SCCC's gonna get the TP out. Fade, not quite so lucky. Leshrac finds him, adds it to the Bloodstone. And Fade is using his wards to deny the wards. Thanos is proud. And I think they only got one of those. Okay, well, a little trade, still lots of farming, people want their items. Odie's almost got BKB. You really need the BKBs against that halberd. Troll's just going full tank, wins Roche. Could respawn in a minute, Radiant are camping it with a courier. Lip's also going for a BKB. After that, we'll be a little bit less concerned about the OD. Though it's one of these games where you probably have to pop the BKB relatively early. They're gonna get called up, breaks it immediately. But I don't think he's escaping as he immediately gets rooted as well. That's gonna be a killing spree for Mugi. And another Force Staff being purchased by Faith. The thing is not only do the Force Staffs have really good defensive applications here against the Shadow Shaman and getting out of his disables, but it's going to have some offensive potential in 1,000 gold as well. Definitely something that Aster are going to have to be a little bit afraid of, but both also losing his courier here. Was it maybe his courier scouting the pit? Roshan could respawn in 5 seconds. And Aster's still just such defensive wars. They have not really been able to cross the river. And they look at all these sentries. They are really just terrified of the idea that Newbee could have even a single ward on their side of the map. And yet, even with all these sentries, Newbee have still got this little bit of vision helping them out. He's almost got his full solar crest, doesn't want to leave. His troll also wants to go and hit some camps. Can finish off this item. We'll see, still chilling out bottom, but sees very little on the map. So I think just maybe wants to cast one imprisonment and then run. Doesn't even imprison the enemy creep. Just imprisons his own creep, force that out. They even glyphed the wave. I don't know if that's the best usage of glyph, but it also shows you that Newbee did not actually feel as though Aster are going to be aggressive plays anytime soon. I think he's striding around, strutting his stuff with his spider legs. We do have the blink on the Shadow Shaman now. It's a bit more pick-off potential for Fade. Could put the game in his hands and maybe start to turn things around a little bit. Still very close on the net worth. And both teams waiting for these pivotal next round of items. Who actually got good current gold? So TA, not quite at the nullifier just yet, but getting there. Troll also farming a really big item, so his current gold a little bit deceptive. Omninet just about to grab the solar crest, picks it up as they head past.
Dire are scanning.
We're hanging out. That's what we're doing here, friends. X-Kom has bought a halberd of his own. Alright, I mean, maybe not as useful as the halberd on the side of Newbee, but still pretty good. Aster sitting behind their OD with his BKB at mid. Maybe thinking of forcing something. Roshan is going to be respawning in 10 seconds time. But again, Aster's struggling to... Okay, not struggling, but having to deal with all of these Newbee wards. And they are also trotting around the other side of the map. They have a smoke. Like, not quite. I think both teams have scouted Roche. They are aware of what's going on here. Oh, and wow. Did Aster save this mango tree this whole time? Like, just for this one crucial Roshan fight that they really needed? I guess that's a strat. That's actually kind of cool. Using the mango tree as like a sort of a turning point of the game. Now we do the Roshan shuffle. Well, we actually play the lane control game as everybody shoves a bit, goes to their team, shoves a bit. Both teams looking, kind of vying for an opportunity. They both take Roshan pretty quickly, but I think they have to win a fight to actually get it. Aster smoking to their vision. The nullifier on the Templar Assassin. That's the plan. Try and remove all of that Omninet assistance and just focus somebody down before they can get their abilities and items off. But Newbee are also smoked, making their way around. Who's got buyback? Hardly anybody. What you see is what you get. Picked off. That's going to be the end of them for that fight. fire scan does reveal the position of Fade, just hanging a little bit further back. Both teams are on the high ground, advantage there. Good hurricane pipe back. Steals in for the stroll, just goes in aggressively. OD immediately getting out of there. Abaddon being focused, but that's not the best target for this troll. But he's just healing up the Abaddon. Templar Assassin locked onto the Lich somehow in that fight. Boca's gonna get run down. And after all is said and done, it's only the Enchantress who falls. Multiple BKBs getting popped. Abaddon now maybe just getting left behind. Another Hurricane pop focusing on the Troll Warlord, but he gets up with the face of the OD. Fate doing his best. Shackle to keep him safe, but OD's getting dragged back in. He drops the Sanity's Eclipse from the top of the Lich dead, and now the Root is there. OD, is he gonna get bashed up? Moogie with the man. Fate still in the back line, looking for the lockdown, but it is SCCC who falls first, and now the immediate bash of the Templar Assassin. There's just too much tank on this troll. The Omni-Knight sitting behind him, keeping him alive the entire time. Finally, they turn their attention towards Wizard, but the rest of the team is there to back him up, as now XXS will fall and Aster losing that fight in spectacular fashion. Baboka even buying back, couldn't get back in time to do anything all that useful, and Newbee will go and claim their prize as they now secure the Roshan. I see quickly dealing with that good tree. With the Solar Crest of the Troll Warlord, this is definitely dropping quickly. Fade maybe thinking about making some kind of clutch play. He has no idea of the status of the Roshan, but he's still thinking about this. And they scout it out. Fade goes in. Can he get it? No, he just gets chewed up. And Moogie, yes, finishes the Roche. And also secures himself the Aegis. I think he needed to send the Setter in the scout, but he thought he was pretty good on the timing there, but
Radiant's middle tower.
Fortunately, just kind of face plants, and now Newbee towards the high ground. Glyph is available. They should get all of their heroes back up, but Sanity's Eclipse is still down for 70 seconds, and with that, what can they really do? There is a Dream already. OD looking at it. See, they are going to pop back immediately on Fade, but I don't think they can get much more than this. Newbee should just be able to walk it off, wait for their puck to respawn, and then go and make another attempt. There are some bounties coming up soon. You can see Fade. He's already thinking about it. He's the support player. He's moving down. Gonna go and quickly snag the outpost as well. We've also got the cheese on this Leshrac who's working his way towards Shiva's. The longer this game goes on, the less Leshrac cares about the OD. And I'm just struggling to see who does care. It did decent damage to the Lich, but Troll is just so tanky, and he's got KB and he's got Halberd. This OD really doesn't feel like he's doing a whole lot, and the Templar Assassin and we can go back and talk about this fight, but Aster just didn't find a good target. They can't go on the Troll Warlord first. They have to somehow find the Omni-Knight, but pretty tanky in its own right. And in the end, Nullifier just went on the Lich, which is, I don't even know if he died right away. But they do get a tier 2. Strong gonna go and threaten this top lane, and we are setting up outside of his base. It's gonna be the role of the puck to defend this out. He's not that far away from boots of travel. Could just get this next wave and then DOT to his team, but also I don't know if there's really any need for them to force it. Still have another. That's okay. Just looks like Newbee just gonna sweep across, start cutting some waves on top, and really completely shut down this pressure just by sitting on this hill and cutting both mid and the top side. Yeah, so they're completely hedging in this attempt from the TA to force them back. It's not gonna happen. The right idea, and nice to play to your wards like this and split a bit, but maybe that one step ahead, just doing the exact right thing to shut that down and put themselves in a position with 2 lanes shoving towards the enemy base and some kind of a threat to go towards the high ground, or at the very least get this this tier 2. Troll is also getting very close to his Abyssal Blade. I think he even has the recipe. Yeah, he's got the 2 recipes on the courier. So. Just needs these last couple of items, and then once he gets that, he is going to be a force to be reckoned with in these upcoming fights. Nullifier just... Oh, I think it's the right idea, but it's really going to require some execution on Tron's part to to make it work and to make it look really good. Faith picking up a relatively early gem here, just looking to close that. Gem is always an item if you feel like you're ahead and you're just going to close out the game. Removing vision from the enemy teams.
Radiant's top tower.
So important. And with this, we have a push with one remaining on the Aegis. Mookie's probably just going to go straight up. That's Triple C going to try and get some stacks going. Throws out the Hurricane Pike. There is an immediate Glimmer Cape preventing those orbs stacking up. We do also have, okay, so Tempo Assassin's gone for like the build your own Doom build. Though Newbee have a lot of saves. They've got 2 Force Stabs, and they've got the Omni Knights. And the Omni Knights got Glimmer Cape.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So he really has to find the perfect target. And then still needs help from the team. Like, somebody has to bring protection for this to actually get kills. Alright, Pike. A little bit of damage on Lesh, but not that much. Good team play from Newbee. Good discipline is just chipping away to the high ground. Gotta be careful. Only 20 seconds left on the Aegis. That could be a moment that Aster looked to jump and just annihilate the Troll Warlord in one go. Fade's definitely have timer in the back of his head. So how do you go on the Troll Warlord in this kind of situation with the Omninet just sitting there ready to help him at a moment's notice? Okay, so they wait out the Aegis. Do get a little D-ward here. And I guess for Newbee now they just go and camp this lead. They could, they probably wait until tier 4 neutral items and then see if they get something good, because there's no way that Aster are going to get any of their neutral items in this situation. Like, so I think it's totally worth it to just keep them trapped into the base and see if you can get a bit of a higher effective net worth lead by getting some good neutrals. Though they have good ones already, like Paladin Sword on Troll, Spider Legs on Leshrac. I don't actually know if there's stuff in the tier 4 items that they would want that much more. I mean, Spell Prism on Omni Knight sounds pretty good.
All bonds will break.
I guess Leveler might be nice. We'll see what happens. The items are going to come out in a second anyway. Leshrac's going for a heart next. Oh my god, Newbee are just tanking up. He wants the full Bloodthorn. Abaddon not really making a whole lot of item progression, just has his pipe picked up. Triple C. He's got that Shivas now, and we are going to have a bit of smoke behind. I don't even know if this is like a gank of any description. I think it might just be, hey, we gotta try and get some bounties. They're gonna split up to go and get bounties. They're gonna split up to go and get neutral items. Let's see if we can go and get something, or at least get a ward down. Fade's leading the way. Just smoking straight to the middle of the map, hoping that somebody's going to come here and push it out. And they're right. It is AQ. Is there. Can bring him down. Health is not too far away, but this is a lot of damage. The Frost Shield helping him a bit, but he's dead for 100. BKB getting popped on the Templar Assassin. Can they get out of here cleanly? They now spot Moogie. Wizard also, as always, just behind him. Hex now up in the Troll. We're going to buy back onto the Leshrac. Really wanted to take this fight, but the Abyssal Blade dropped on the OD. Immediately going to be dealt with at a shield. XX helping his friends in the back lines. Faith tried it without getting anything off, and now the Omni Knight locked down. Aster may have found their fight. Moogie getting disarmed, getting hexed, can't do anything on this Troll. He's gonna get focused down. He does get the ultimate off, immediately imprisoned. AQ's trying to fight through everything, but there's just too much survivability. Another shackle from Fade as S-Triple-C finds the double kill, and Aster have found their moment. They don't have great position on these lanes, but the catapults are here, and if they get this Leshrac, that's gonna be the end of him for a very long time. Okay, Aster, huge opportunity.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Hey, just, it's like the same death as bottom. It's the exact same death as bottom. Good rotation from Aster, but also just Leshrac playing so far away from his team, feeling confident in his ability with his like BKB equals and cheese to survive, but instead it's just Aster gonna come in here and clean up a full lane. Roll still hanging on to the buyback, realizing that they're gonna go for a second. Pops the buyback down. Can they actually catch this fight? Really gotta make something happen. XXS just walking away. Faith slides forward, does manage to drag him back. And Aster not even gonna bother with flipping their Abaddon, just gonna cut their losses. XXS is running back towards the enemy fountain. Can you get one touch on this tier 4 before he dies? XXS? No. Alright, he even popped the wand charges.
Nothing.
Just to buy a few more seconds. Okay, so now we got some BOPs on the Shadow Shaman. And with that, first laner for Axe to fall is in favor of Aster. Did they need to buy back? Take that fight? Was there some reason to buy back and take that fight? TA used BKB. TA used BKB and Aster. Is that the only reason to take that fight? I guess it is.
Radiant's courier has been
Baden buys back now. Why is that a buyback? Oh, because Roche is up. All right. HT's refresher up for grabs. Newbee with the smoke, but this is a this is such a dangerous position for them now. If either one of their cores die, they both do not have buyback. So, do on the Aster is find the right target. The Newbie's still pretty strong. Gets broken on the high ground. Boogie thinks just going up there. Who's he gonna find? Can't get phased. He blitz so backwards. They look towards the OD, but he's got the BKB off. Leshrac finds the Shadow Shaman in the back line and kills him off. But Fade immediately has the buyback. Abaddon still giving vision in the middle. Templar Assassin has found the puck on the side and brings him down with the build your own doom. Troll Warlord getting hexed up. Wizard there with the dispel. He doesn't have anything for the second one. And now the auto attacks come raining in. Newbee just gonna pop everything and try and turn around and fight. His Abyssal Blade is on cooldown. His BKB is about to wear out. He does still have the battle trance, but they lose the secondary support, and Fade just continues chasing. Here comes the nullifier. Wizard, do you have anything left in the tank to save your carry? Battle trance is gonna help a tiny bit, but there's the imprison. That's the reason that they picked this OD, and it works out great. As Chuan now dominating. There's a double damage waiting in the river, and Troll dead for 110 seconds as Aster just marched confidently down the middle lane. They're gonna be sitting here scratching their heads about what they do. They don't have a puck for 30 seconds. They just kind of have to, I guess they just kind of have to wait, or they have to try and take some kind of a fight. They do have a buyback on Omni Knight, but there you go. GG is called, and with one movement, and I would say one step up from Newbee, Aster just take the game. Troll Warlord was looking so strong for such a long time, but all it took was Leshrac just dying in that one fight, and then in the follow-up fight,
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Enchantress.
This exact same 7 decisions that were made. Slightly different order. They banned Oracle before Bat in the previous,
remaining.
but other than that, completely identical. And I guess it just comes down to, are Newbee willing to run it back as well? Are they going to pick the Puck? Are they going to pick the Lich? Did they think that they had the better draft in the previous game and they just made an execution mistake? Yes, that does appear to be the case. We'll probably see different bans in the second round, but this is some hard-headedness from Newbee to just run back the exact same draft. I can really understand the motivation, but we'll see where this deviates. Like, our Aster just gonna go for the Shadow Shaman again. It looked pretty good, but it's also not as if Shadow Shaman is the only hero that could fulfill the role that Shadow Shaman fulfilled in that last game for Aster. They could just as well pick some other long staple, could pick Bane or something like that. Maybe Bane not as much of a replacement for Shadow Shaman as Lion is, but Aster having to ponder, they're going to be the ones to break the pattern. Because so far, there've been 9 decisions made, and they're all exactly the same as the last game. Alright, 10 decisions made, exactly the same. Maybe I don't even need to cast this one guy. Maybe I can just go back and, you know, I'll just have the audio from the previous series and I'll just play that over this new game, and then I can just move around. How nice would that be? That would be some value for me.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, so where do we start to deviate? So the next, if we are still following the script, the next ban is okay, well, Slark. So Aster banned Slark and Timbersaw in this phase, and Newbee banned Morphling and Razor. Okay, there's Morphling. All right, so now Aster and Timbersaw. But are they gonna let them do the are they gonna let them do the same thing again? Well, I guess it's a little. No, it's not exactly the same. They could ban Timber if they wanted.
10 seconds remaining.
But maybe they ban Troll instead. At this point, can we just have the same draft? Can we just agree? And, you know, just open up your chat box and say, hey, guys, do the exact same draft. All right, let's remake all pick. We'll just do the same draft. We'll just go again. Maybe we can just do this grand finals with one draft for 5 games. Sure would make life easier. Okay, now never mind. So Troll is gonna get banned out, and with that we have the first
Dire
deviation.
team pick. Radiant team pick.
And OG's still gonna get banned anyway, and Newbee take their timber saw. So with that, we're now in a completely different world from the first game. Looks like again it is going to be your support puck. Could be mid if you really want to play something like hyper carry or something in the safe lane. But I think light is just going to be
10 seconds remaining.
again. And now what the Aster think? We have to see what they like against Timbersaw. What did they pick against it previously? Were they the ones that played the Monkey King against the? Yeah. They had the Monkey King and they played against Keen's Timber
Dire team
yesterday. So it could be something that we looked at, but instead, I'm just gonna go for the Bloodseeker. And they do have pretty strong like bullying lane supports, so that's gonna help enable the Bloodseeker a little bit more. And of course, the Rupture is gonna be super annoying for Timbersaw to play against. Last overall pick of the draft's going to Newbee, so we're just gonna take their carry here.
10 seconds remaining.
So carries are good against Bloodseeker. But I don't know about meta carries. Wraith King, CK. What else? Like the illusion carries are not that bad versus Bloodseeker.
Radiant
They've got enough lockdown to probably much. I don't think they necessarily have a ton more, but wow, Gyrocopter is the selection. Why is everybody playing Gyrocopters today? What is it about today that everyone's like, oh yeah, Gyrocopter's a hero, let's pick that? I don't know if Newbee are now planning on trying to go aggro try. I don't think Bloodseeker is particularly good in a tri-lane versus tri-lane situation, so could be a good time to try and go aggro try. And Aster would have to come up with some kind of hero to 1v1 the Timbersaw, of which there are not that many options that I know of. Oh, did I not give you guys game sound? Have some game sound.
Dire team ban.
Storm Spirit.
Okay. Storms. All right. I guess there isn't that much lockdown for him. But against the Timber, Gyro doesn't really do too much to him. That doesn't just mean that they're picking the probably XXS hero
10 seconds remaining.
last. Just 100% secure that they could get the Storm Spirit this game. So what did Newbee do then? They could pick like a Quasvox Invoker mid. What else? There are some heroes that give Storm like a hard time in lane, but then in terms of the overall game, they're not so annoying for him. I guess they do have the, they got the Lich Puck. They can potentially catch the Storm. You can't play like a total crazy person. Still seems like you should have a decent amount of freedom. You can always have the Shadow Shaman running around and setting ganks and then zipping in.
10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna pick to. If it comes to, they're gonna pick 1v1 the Timbersaw, or I'm just gonna run to let Newbee tri-lane if they want to. I don't think they would fight the tri-lane versus tri-lane. It's just Bloodseeker such a weird hero for that kind of thing. TA is the ban. What they could pick. Could even pick a Baden again, but I don't think that's probably not a good 1v1. They could just pick something that can like backlane as well, and then that'll force Timber into deciding whether or not he wants to chase that hero around or just take the full wave worth of farm himself.
5 seconds remaining.
I have no idea if Axe is a hero at the moment, but maybe that's the kind of thing that they could consider. They would love Batrider if they could have it, but I don't think Batrider's making it through this entire series, so. XXF, what interesting hero are you gonna are you about to bust out the position 3 Volt Spirit again? Okay, it's just an Omni. And Newbee is the AQ hero going to be? are they just going to pick Medusa in this spot? Medusa does not really care that much about getting rid of her. That is one hero that certainly does not mind. It used to be a pretty good laning game versus the Storm, but Mystic Snake is not so much of an obstacle these days, so or not as much. I don't know. That is definitely like AQ's style to just pick some mass farmer. And you know, Gyrocopter is relatively hard carry, but I think he can be a little bit more active this game, so maybe they can just put the game in AQ's hands if there is the something that they feel like is just the right hero for the situation.
Ember Spirit.
You may now select.
Ember Spirit. Oh man, that ain't it. No, all right, that's the one. This hero is Garbo at the moment. What is this about? Why are you picking Ember Spirit? This he's got like a. I'm gonna look it up now before I'm gonna back my blame up with some stats, but I personally do not believe in Ember at all currently. Like, I don't think that this hero is very good. The spirit power ranking at the moment definitely goes like Void Spirit, Storm Spirit, Ember Spirit, Earth Spirit. Where is Ember? Here, I'll rate lowest. Yeah, there you go. 36.36% win rate in pro games this patch. That's over 66 games. That's pretty bad. Among heroes that have a worse win rate than him, most of them only have like 20 games. Like, you know, Io has 29 games, he's got a 31% win rate. Though, you know, Abaddon is right next to him with a 37% win rate, and Abaddon did just win that previous game, so maybe I shouldn't put too much stock in the stats, but I have seen Ember picks not work out. In fairness, some teams do try and run it, and I have some serious issues. Safe lane Ember, I don't think that's ever the way to go, but even the mid lane Ember this game, I'm a little bit hesitant about. I can kind of see the idea with like the burst magical damage against the Aster heroes, and maybe you get, I don't know, do you get Flame Guard DPS and just BKB and just try and run down the supports? I think the Searing Chains this game might be a little bit of a trap. You're like, oh, I need to lock down the Bloodseeker and I need to lock down the Storm Spirit, but I don't know if that's the way to go. We'll see. As you can tell, I do not have a ton of confidence, but Newbee, still only game 2. Even if they lose this one, still an opportunity to take this out to a full 5 games. What time is it now? It's almost 6 here. So I'll probably get to bed before midnight. It'll be okay. There's some Dota to cast. I just had some caffeine just before, so fine. We're fine. Okay, we got a little reversal on the outposts. And Aster's still not choosing to extend their wards just yet. Now they do.
The battle begins.
What are we doing lane-wise? Maybe you're not going aggro Triad. It's actually just going to be Timber in the side lane, or in the off lane. And Fade is... what's here? Are they just trying to run down Fade? Oh, they missed the impetus shot up the hill. Alright, well, it probably wouldn't have been a kill anyway, but sucks for Vivoka missing out on some damage like that. Barrier's coming. Alright, so Faith won't be able to walk his way top. It has to TP. Yeah, I also don't have a ton of faith in Gyrocopter either, so I guess overall my confidence in Newbee's draft is a little bit low. maybe they can make it work. It certainly looked good in the previous game, up until the moment where they stopped looking good and then very, very rapidly lost the game. Taking a lot of hits from Baboka here. This is only the level 1 reactive. But making a ton of space for the Bloodseeker. And a slightly different approach this time around. Has picked up headdress early on. How's the mid lane going? This is actually kind of a cool matchup to watch. I should probably keep my eyes here a little bit more. As I say that, AQ is taking a ton of damage and got another overload coming in. He's forced to use the fairy fire. Uphill does manage to dodge, and there's the salve getting forced out. But Storm's not going to let him back into the lane, and also manages to cancel the salve. Now popping his own salve, slides on, and he can't cancel it. The whole creep wave dies to the tower, so Storm has a half level advantage, and he's just not going to let it back in. So Storm got the experience for that. I don't think Ember got it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, well, Ember gets the constellation prize. Arcane rune for him, but that is not fun. So the salve is like just gonna end being a really poor trade. So you got a mango and a salve also coming from Spirit, but his bottle is gonna be pretty quick. Maybe 4 minutes or something could work out. I don't think this matchup is supposed to go like this. He ran forward because he wanted that range creep and just got smacked. Mookie only has 7 CS.
You have been denied.
Radiant's courier has been
That's Triple C's pretty fast. Wizard trying to escape, get out of the blood, right? But Baboka's still gonna chase him down. This is some pretty decent damage that he's throwing at, and Baboka does also have a salve. He needs to get some health back, otherwise S Triple C is just gonna be going speed. They're trying to chase down Baboka, but now he's salving, and S-Triple-C's found his target. Not the best jump. It looks like this is going to be first blood as Baboka snags it. Still chasing down, going to have another impetus shot, and gets a ton of range from the Timber Chain. Oh no, Wizard. Oh boy. Oh, Newbee. Are they just that rattled for the previous game? Hey, I can take a ton of damage at mid. He dead? He's dead. Solo killed by the Storm Spirit. Oh my word. 2k lead already. And Storm gets the ball delivered, and he's gonna get the full refill from this haste. Oh god. Can Ember even come back to this lane now? I don't even think he can. Alright, he's gonna TP in, but I think he might just die when Storm gets 6. Maybe they need to hold up a TP somewhere. Like Faith needs to hold up. It's to try and get level 3 and hold up a TP with Sinister Gaze available. But otherwise, this Ember's game is just over. There's 6. What's happening over here? They want this bounty. 3-man attack. Success and bit of danger. So coming through. He does have the purification if he can get it off. Stick charges as well, plus the purification surviving. Fade coming around. Gonna look at the turnaround here as now they've got the Storm Spirit with his haste TPing top. Looks towards the first kill. That's gonna be Fade. Leaves it for his team perhaps? No. Just gonna take the kill. And the haste is way back to mid. Okay, found his new favorite pastime, just throwing spears at Wizard. Whoop. Ace. Say goodbye again, Mr. Ember Spirit. Did get the flame guard up, but I don't see how he plays his way out of this one. That is going to be a killing spree already for the Storm Spirit. What's happening? They're going an X-Kom to the top. Alright, if they could get this, that would be good. Alright, they will. That's nice. Sure. Gets the last hit, gets a little bit of gold going for himself. Wizard's salving up down here, but Baboka, he's got a plan. And the Blood Rage on the enchant as well. Wizard has max reactive armor stacks right now, but is that going to be enough for him? He's going to get silenced. I don't think he can quite finish the skill with just auto attacks. They need another shot, and they won't get it. This team has been completely zoned out. Maybe it's such a bad last game. At least he can kind of jungle up a bit. But Storm Spirit with this kind of a start, that would be very problematic if you were Newbee. And even with all this pressure up lane, X-Kom still finding good levels.
Now it's a party!
Book is up here with the full following grip. As he quickly deals with that.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Bloodseeker's almost level 6. Still creep, you could get a rupture. Going on Hectic's ass, but this puck is taking its time. Omni-Knight's gonna end neck, he's gonna survive here, and now Storm looking for the turnaround. Moogie is the target. It would hurt so much to lose the Barracopter like this. And then there's already a dominating streak for the Storm. Nothing that Timber could do to stop that. Nothing he can really do to throw the tower open either. He can just take a couple of free creeps. That Rupture came at the bottom. This can be a kill on Wizard. Aster with a 7-1 lead.
Shock!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is
What
under
did Newbee
attack.
do? Where does the playmaking come from? It's supposed to be the Ember, but everyone is having such a hard game. I'm tempted that they're kind of losing all 3 lanes. Let's have himself a cane room, but can actually get anything. I have to wait till 10 minutes, get a ton of the supports, do something. Then this is going to be very fast Kaya for the Storm Spirit. Even the Bloodseeker farming really nicely, or he has his Javelin picked up. Got some levels, I have to pull all the while. Wizard still working on his Soul Ring.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, they are looking. Was this scouted? Probably not. Okay, they really want to kill the Bloodseeker, but what's locked now? Some point to Mr. Gaze, and since there is a Rupture at the end first, we'll see a good Timber trying to bait a little bit for this, but actually going to end up being a bit bait down here. Back wins AQ looking for the kill on the shot, but they've almost got the Timber already. Is it going to damage? Wizard not too tanky, and they drag the Shadow Shaman back in. The Triple C fire path. They don't really have down for him, so looks like he might just be able to walk as well. Only the Shadow Shaman who dies for a 4-man rotation to bottom, though. They do just get excess, so it's 4v4. Boogie gonna go and hold the big shield tower in the meantime. Little hot dodge, yeah, nice.
A prize.
Everyone is going to be bot, little bad luck. But there's some bounty rates for it anyway, so that's not a big deal.
Stupendous!
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fade. There's the Hex. And he just needs to immediately jump out of there. Can't let the Shackle and the Electric Vortex land. That could have been the end of him. Storm was maybe a bit low on mana to finish that kill, but... And yeah, Ember had a drop in a big one, so I think he would have been fine. But still sucks that now nobody is taking any farm top. He's trapped on the bottom side of the map with the rest of his team. sort of some resource that's being wasted.
Radiant structures.
That's kind of his
are fortified.
allocated lane currently, and instead coming over here, he's sort of taking farm away from somebody else
Radiant's
who
bottom tower
be
is
farming
under
back
attack.
over this way. Like they might stack this again, and Gyrocopter was supposed to clear it or something like that. Anywho, big rotation bottom from Newbee trying to pick up this tier 1 tower. Looks like it's just going to be kind of a tier 1 for tier 1 trade. Fade could consider
Radiant's
using the
bottom tower is under
Master
attack.
Woods for this, though I don't know if it's totally necessary since they have the siege creep as well. They could even consider... Do they have a ward? They could consider warding and then trying to drop snakes on the tier
Dire's
2
top tower has fallen.
for some kind of reaction. He's sort of thinking about it. Let's see what they do. Royal Jelly for the Ember. Get this D-ward. Alright, they're gonna get the D-ward quickly.
Is under attack.
Spot the Ember coming over. Just gonna snag the outpost first. Fade looking for a deep ward. Down, Ember. Safe here. I don't think they're gonna try and go on him, but Aster getting a good foothold going. Very, very standard stuff. Triple C able to just walk in here and take the outpost back, though. Newbee really retreating onto their side of the map, already down by 5k gold, almost 4k experience, and looking very similar to the previous game, but this time around in Aster's favor. And I think I maybe agree with it a little bit more this time around. Already kind of being at the 75% at the point. Newbie smoking up. They've leaked up at one point in the steering chains now, trying to get some use out of these ultimates. They got a Dream Coil and a Chain Force that they're use. Spot these two supports mid. They're gonna drop the Chain Force down and that CD to fade. And Oka Crunch jumping in. They're gonna face first, looking for a little bit more. Can they get AQ? He's getting ruptured up, needs to jump away. With the wizard left down in the river, can't escape from the wrath of this spirit. And the like Storm still wants a little bit more. Moogie hanging on that call down, waiting for the right time to maybe turn this fight. But for now, they're just gonna have to a little bit of harassment and will just for two trade. Fade did buy back in the midst of all of that. I should have opened up. I don't know. Just if I reach out. Overall, actually, gold favoring Newbie because of the buyback and got quite a bit of experience, so kind of even given the situation, and very nice that they got to use the support ultis so effectively. They still have these Master Wards sitting
Dire's middle tower
Fade
is
he
under
hasn't
attack.
used for that. Storm is getting bigger, and Blood Seeker's already got his Maelstrom, so he's farming pretty fast. Making his way through the jungle. He wants to recapture the outpost, but Aster charging with the very pull back. Actually, I was happy to just snipe that kill. It's only to hold on to the tower. Can't they fight? Ember seemingly wants to. Double damager and waiting for him at bottom. Once Storm gets a sword, everybody on the map is just food. He just running BKB. Realizing that's the situation in this game. They need to be able to fight sooner rather than later. Can't just afford to sit around twiddling their thumbs. Gonna get out farmed and not gonna have the answers for late game Storm Spirit in this. That's just going for pipe, deal with all this magical damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Where's my pension?
Stupendous!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures
No
are fortified.
sorceries avail.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Pact all wands will break.
Dire's courier has been killed.
I'll do better next time.
Take heed.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The armor have omniscience. No sorceries avail.
Your turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick.
Your god has arrived. Very good.
Prepare for battle.
Yes. Onward. Your prayer answered. To battle.
30 seconds to battle.
I ordain it. Sound advice.
I know. Get back.
A position of power. A position of power.
The battle begins.
Attack! To battle! Forward! I ordain it. Your prayer answered. Onward! Yes. Sound advice. Very good. Battle. My whisker. A position of power. Onward. Very good. Yes. Sound advice. Forward. Your prayer answered. That's good stuff. Divine evasion. God given you beating. I ordain it. Your prayer answered. Onward.
Just didn't last it.
Sound advice. You wish you were never spawned. Forward. Beware. God taketh away. A position of power. Very good. Yes. To battle. I ordain it. Forward. Sound advice.
Battle Fury!
First blood.
Last of my kind were
The
first in
heavens.
this.
Your prayer answered. I'm not ready.
Now ask.
I had best not make a habit of this. Onward.
That can't be good.
I ordain it. Very good. A position of power. Yes. Very good.
Juggernaut!
Battle. Reach for the sky.
Wait, pull, get back, get back, get back, get back.
I ordain it.
Illusion.
Onward. Nature abhor bounty. Your prayer answered. I'll save this for later. Even I like a good bauble. Sound advice. Forward.
Go yes.
A position of power.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yes.
Regen.
A new age dawns. I return. Very good. Yes. Oh, that would be a tribute. Enough is as good as sound advice. I ordain it.
Echo. Sorry.
Forward. God help you now. Your prayer answered. Onward. A position of power. Forward. Onward. A position of power. Oh, ye of little yes.
Here. Come here.
Wretch.
Come here, yes, come here. Faster.
Your top tower is under
Very
attack.
good. I ordain it.
Let me do it.
Sound advice.
Radiant structures are fortified.
To battle. Your prayer answered. Very good. A divine infusion. A position of power. Your prayer answered.
Fisher, echo.
Dire's courier
Nice.
killed.
Odylus.
Four. To battle.
Tonight.
Yes. I ordain it. Heaven help you. Onward.
Go room top lah. Go room.
Sound advice. I ordain it.
Wait.
Your prayer answered. Onward.
Hey, get back.
Yes. By my whiskers, that's... I don't see
Your
it.
middle tower is under attack.
A position of power.
Gang.
Your middle tower
Very
is under
good.
attack.
Don't bottle up your... A fitting bounty.
What do you buy?
To battle. Forward. I'm not ready. You wish you were never spawned. Sound advice. Very good. This I gave up immortality? God Zeus, back for more. A position of power. Battle.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Take that as you will.
Your top tower is under attack.
Ah. The wait is over. I am here.
Hey, Jack.
Killing spree double.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Your prayer answered.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Attack! Onward! I ordain it. Yes. Good God, man. I'm under attack. Gods, old friends, go easy. Boy, flashmate!
Your middle tower is under attack.
To battle! I ordain it. Sound advice.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Very good. Your prayer answered. A pivot. A position of power.
Dagger! Idiot!
Forward. Yes. A position of power.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Haste. To battle. Yes. Your prayer answered. Enough is as good as a feast. Heaven help you. Sound advice. I ordain it. Very good.
Mine!
Strongly after bad. Onward. It's not time yet. I ordain it. A position of power. Yes. Your prayer answered. Sound under attack. Very good.
Wonderful.
To battle. Your prayer answered.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Quilled in a Lord of Duty. I ordain it. I'm under attack. Twice my last. Yeah, that shit.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Divine
Your top
direction.
tower is under attack.
Onward.
Your top tower has fallen.
Very good. Sound advice. Forward. It's not time yet. Yes. To battle. A position of power. God help you now. Reach for the sky. Yes. Forward. A position of power. God taketh away. Oh, ye of little faith. I ordain it.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Your prayer answered. Very good.
Geng, geng.
Sound advice. Veil of discord. Double kill. Divine invasion. To battle. Yes. Triple kill.
Your top tower is under
Sound
attack.
advice.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Forward.
Your top tower is under attack.
The heavens see onward. For God's sake. Oh. Very good. Double kill.
With my
A
thanks.
position of power. Your prayer answered. To battle. I ordain it. Sound advice. Onward. God giveth you beating. Your prayer answered. Yes. A divine. You can't run from heaven. Very good.
Yeah, with me.
Your bottom
bad.
tower is under attack.
Echo.
Total spawnage. I will take battle. Your good god. Go. I'm your god too. That pinned your eyes open, didn't it?
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack.
So this is mortality. I really ought to do something about it.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I obey. Very good. Beware. Forward. Onward.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Yes. Sound.
Got up.
A position of power. Nature abhors. Well, that would be a tribute. Yes. To battle. A position of power. For God's sake. Your prayer answers.
Good. Just got up.
This high name of immortality? Watch out, mortals. Zeus is back. Bye, my whiskers. A pittance. Very good. Forward.
Do what?
I ordain it.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Sound advice. I ordain it. Face up to your mortality. Yes.
Determination at its finest.
Onward. Thunderstruck.
Go mid, go.
Your prayer answered. To battle.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified.
God.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Divine. Sound.
The enemy's middle
Position of
tower
power.
has fallen.
Forward. Yes. Your prayer answered. I'm up with it. I ordain it.
Bagan.
Sound.
Stop. Go BKB.
A position of power.
Stop it.
Very good. Battle. God help us. The heavens closer. Deepest sympathies. Your prayer answered. Sound.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
I ordain it.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Beware.
The enemy's top barracks has fallen.
Position of power.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Very kill. Sound advice.
Don't back PR. I will cover you.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
Double kill.
Back.
God's gift of the old. I ordain it.
Illusion!
Forward. Heaven help you. I don't see any wine, so this will have to... I could do with more of that. Battle. A position of power. Your prayer answered. Oh, that would be a treat.
Favorite.
Yes. I ordain it. To battle. Yes. God after bad. Sound enough is as good as a feast. Onward. Very good. A position of power. Your prayer answered. Very good. Good God, man. I'm under attack.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified.
A position of power.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Attack.
Go Roshan, please. Roshan.
Onward.
Roshan.
I ordain it. Yes. To battle.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Scepter.
Soldier's fortune.
Sound your prayer and I ordain it. Very good. Onward. A position of power.
Ladder comes, ladder.
Battle. Sound advice. Yes. Your prayer answered. A position of power. Very good.
Enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
I ordain it. Forward. Sound advice. To battle.
BKB.
Forward. By my wisdom.
Enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
A divine.
We now have
I'm under attack. To battle. Triple kill. Your prayer answered. Yes. Zeus. Sound advice. Very good. Yes. A position of power. I ordain it. Onward. Your prayer answered. Yes. I ordain it. Sound advice.
Regeneration.
Position of power. Very good. Forward. Your prayer answered.
Roshan has fallen to the dark. Radiant structures are fortified.
Goodbye. Battle. I'm your god too.
They got us.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
The Centurion returns.
The Basha is here again.
Dire victory.